What up? What up? How the fuck are ya? Okay, welcome to another episode of Celebrity Mysticism featuring Naya Moon. I am a psychic, a medium, a dream interpreter, a tarot reader, and let's get straight into it. So today we're going to talk about this young man. So recently, we seen him in the blogs, and he says that he is suing this label company, this label record, for payola and a bunch of other things that he claims is going on, with this label. He feels like people worked purposely against him, and that none of these views and these spins were real. I pulled a couple of cards, and just based off of what I pulled, I feel like he knows he's gonna have to put up a really big fight in order to get anything. I don't necessarily think he's going to necessarily win this case. He might get something from it, but I don't feel like what he's actually intending to get from it. So some type of justice or some type of fairness. I feel like they're gonna either talk him down or make him back down. Okay, and then I feel like he has completed a certain chapter of his life to where he's just kind of ready to put a lot of this, I feel, embarrassment to the side. He still doesn't feel like he has lost anything. And don't get me wrong, Drake is still going to be Drake. I just don't feel like he's gonna have the momentum that he used to have, because everybody's painting him out, as the sore loser. And I'm not gonna lie, he is kind of giving sore loser, because when him and Meek Mill beef happened, he was going in and he won that damn beef. He was cool, he was good. And I'm not biased, so nothing that I'm saying is like, because I hate him or nothing like that. And before I get all the way into this is all a legend in the spirit, okay? A major disclaimer, I do not know any of these people. I do not own any of this. I'm just a crazy lady in the village. This is for all entertainment purposes only. So I see him going through a rebirth at this time. I feel like he may step back for a little while. We may not hear from Drake from a little while. He may step back and try to work on his personal life, his self, his reputation. Okay, all of this is about just money and how the public is perceiving him, is what I'm getting from this so far. Which is kind of like he bit the hand that fed him. He's very stressed out about this entire situation, because he was not expecting to lose, okay, for this to be like as big as it is. Okay, he thought that this shit was just gonna die and it was gonna leave and everybody was just gonna stop talking about it, but it's not. And it's causing him a lot of stress, because he feels like a lot of people that were supposed to have his back and stand up for him or speak up for him or even just give him words of encouragement, they have not. They have been very quiet, and it's kind of making him feel like it's time for some type of change in his life. Maybe he needs to leave certain things and certain people behind, which I do feel like he does, because I feel like Drake has a lot of yes men around him, and when shit don't go his way, he is not like good at handling criticism, and they're not good with giving him said criticism that is needed for him to actually evolve. Like, he's still stuck in some very toxic patterns in life as a man, and he really needs to grow out of them in order for him to become this phoenix, that we all want him to see. And like, don't get me wrong, he's very successful. He has made it through a lot, he has survived through a lot, but this next level of, I feel, success that he is looking for is going to take him a bit longer, because he's like kind of throwing rocks and hiding his hands a little bit when it comes to this whole industry thing and how it works and how he know it works. And it's like you can't pick and choose when you want to play by the rules and when you want to follow the rules. That's not how they should go. I also feel like he needs to be careful, because if he proceeds with this lawsuit, he might end up exposing himself, and that damn record label got nothing but dirt on him. Nothing but dirt, nothing but dirt, nothing but dirt. Like, they're waiting for him to slip up and make one wrong move so they can be like, yeah, and we knew you were doing this and you didn't tell us. Or this has been going on with artist Drake. Like, but our pub is good pub. He might, I want to say, get fucked with a lot more publicly, where like, it's gonna be hard to get, I feel, certain or win certain people over again. But I mean, he gonna be all right. His social status just gonna be a little dim, but he'll be okay. So I asked, like, what the hell is the actual problem between them? It was a bunch of behind the scenes shit going on, basically. Like, before this whole rap friendly feud happened, it's like Drake was trying to get people to dig up information on Kendrick ass, anything that they could find. You get what I'm saying? And if it was true, he was going to use it. He is funny as fuck. Like, okay, I could say as a Scorpio, one thing we do, if we find out information, and it's credible information, we will definitely use it. All right, we will use it to our best ability, especially in like a competitive sport as such. Where Drake fucked up at is that he was going to talk to people that don't really know shit about Kendrick for real. And the whole time, someone that is really close to Kendrick actually has a very close personal relationship with Drake and has been keeping eyes on his ass the entire time and having conversations with him and filling his head up and just, gassing him and shit. And the whole time, they don't even fuck with him like that. They never liked it. Like, I wouldn't say they never liked them. I take that back. I would say it came to a point in time, this person might have talked, not even this person, he may have exposed something about that said person, and they did not like that shit. Like, that was something that was supposed to stay strictly between Drake and that other person. And when that shit got exposed, that person just was like, okay, bet. And it's giving water sign energy. It's giving water sign energy. Like, so it's giving like somebody with a fucking Pisces moon. I don't know why I'm getting it. Somebody with a fucking Pisces moon that I don't know if he was like, I want to say they could have been intimate or they was flirting or they might have used to like each other or some shit like that. But that's what started all of this shit. Drake wanted to send off warning shots first, and he had already been sending them off like subliminally. He already kind of been on his ass here and there, and then Kendrick was on his ass here and there. Like, so they was kind of like, this has been brewing for a very long time. If you go back and listen to Buried Alive, and I know because I used to love that song, okay, and he talked about how he blamed Drake for introducing him to something or someone per se in the industry that is a woman, okay, a very powerful woman, or a woman that I feel like is like a high priestess, like a very spiritual woman that he ends up taking a liking to, and he has to cut off his best friend because his best friend is telling him, and when I say him, I'm talking about Kendrick, that I can't be with you like that anymore because you're going to become like this famous person. Like, I don't fit in your world, in your criterion, and who you're about to become. So you go be happy with whoever it is that you really want to be happy with. But me, I'm gonna enjoy my regular little well fucking life. And it's just like, if you go back and you listen to that one little part, I'm telling y'all, as a person that went back and actually did my research, this shit was been finna be something. Even though they still made records and things, it's kind of like I felt some type of hesitation and resentment there because yes, he was happy he was getting his flowers and that he was getting into the industry and he had met Drake, and Drake was also happy that he met him. But it was also on some type of time where it's just like, I really like, I really love this bitch and I gotta give her up because you've introduced me to another certain caliber of a woman that I haven't met. And it's different. It felt different for him. So if you go back and, like I said, if y'all go back and y'all listen to that shit, you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Kendrick been feeling some type of fucking way, and all the stars, okay? That little motherfucker been feeling some type of way. He just was keeping it kosher because he wanted to see, just exactly how Drake was gonna come. And Drake, I felt took this as he was just gonna he was gonna move like predictably. So he didn't think that Kendrick had as much music coming out, you know what I'm saying, against him, like as many diss tracks, and it's just like he was even surprised fucking Future had a problem with him. He was just like, what the fuck, nigga? We just made like millions together. We have mixtapes together. You know what I'm saying? And now you have an issue with me. Now you have a problem with me. And they said Future was mad over a woman. I mean, he is kind of tender, but not really about the woman. I just really feel like it's a lot of them that's upset about the way that he moved. I'm hearing when Metro Boomin's mother passed, okay? It was already a bunch of people speculating that it was an alleged sacrifice, and it really did put Metro Boomin in a really, I feel, tight space because I don't feel like that's a loss he's ever had to deal with in his life, losing his parent. I don't feel like he's like close with his father, if his father's even around. But his mother was his everything to him. So an artist practically telling you, I don't give a fuck that your mom died. Make me some motherfucking beats, nigga. Like, what? That's kind of wacky. Like, Drake was really trying to strong arm, his way and finagle his way into a lot of shit, especially musically. He wanted some of the best beats. He wanted the best producers. He wanted the best engineers. He wanted the best of everything. And when he felt like he was not getting that support and that love, like how they usually do him, he felt very betrayed. And that's really what kicked off the rest of this. Not everybody is beefing. Like, you know, it's like a damn 20 versus 1, how he said. Because all of the shit that he's been doing behind the scenes is catching up to him. Like, he's not a bad person, y'all. I don't feel he's a bad person. I just feel like y'all keep forgetting he's an actor. Okay? He's an actor. And this is entertainment for him. You know, you gotta realize, even when he has like little moments where he makes little meme videos that accidentally go like viral and shit, like, he's a actor. Remember how we met him as a fucking kid acting on Degrassi? So this shit is like pure comedy to him in some way. Like, he got a lot of this shit. But I will say, when it comes to some of the allegations against him, let's see if they're true. You know, let's see. So the first thing I kind of asked, was some of these allegations true? Some are, some aren't. I feel like the person that gave them blind items, that person definitely fucking has a whole more lot of dirt on fucking Drake ass, and he needs to be careful when it comes to that person. Actually, that's who the fuck he should have been trying to sue, not the label. But hey, that's neither here nor here. But I feel like, yes, Drake has made some mistakes, okay, in life, some shit that he's really not proud of, especially dealing with, I want to say, younger women, and he knows that he ain't had no business doing no shit like that, and he really doesn't want that shit to get out. But he has done some motherfucking shit like that before. He has, and he's trying to, I feel, work on himself emotionally to change, and to, I want to say, kind of realize his wrongdoings and why that shit is wrong, especially being at the age that he is. Also, to bring up the Not Like Us song, everybody was just pinpointing the fact that, you know, oh, he messes with minors, I don't feel like Kendrick was just aiming this at Drake, period. I feel like he was talking about a lot of men in the industry. You know, it's about to be a lot of fucking scandals popping up with men in the industry. And I feel like one thing about Drake, he needs to separate himself from a lot of different individuals, because they finna get fucking pulled in to lawsuits, all kind of shit. It's finna go the fuck down. And I feel like, yes, Kendrick kicked it off, but I feel like this was started by a woman. A Earth sign woman started this whole shit off. A Earth sign woman is the one who really started dissing him first, and then everybody else, male artists, rapper wise and shit like that, picked up the beef and got on his ass. And that's how really all of this started. It's a lot of these males taking up for this Earth sign woman behind closed doors. They may not be saying anything publicly aside these diss songs, but they're taking up for this woman. Okay? Now, I feel like going forward, Drake needs to go to therapy. I feel like he does. And I see him getting some type of professional help. He is going through a lot of egotistical, I feel, episodes, and shit is not going the way it usually goes for him. Will he still make music? I feel like he will, but it's gonna be quite some time when we probably hear some music from him. He might start exploring different avenues. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he started back like acting, or maybe writing music for someone else, or like, you know, kind of behind the scenes type of thing, where he's kind of like still reaping the benefits and we know it's him, but just taking some time to, I want to say, get his shit together, because right now he is going through a lot of emotional turmoil, okay, and he needs a lot of support and advice and things that is going to make him realize, like, at the end of the day, nigga, you're still Drake. You get what I'm saying? Like, you still can put out good music. You still are going to have a name. You're still going to have momentum as you always had. It just won't be the same anymore because of the actions you took after the fact. You know, it's like a lot of people already was on fence about respecting him as a hip hop artist, and then this happened. But like I said, I feel like he's still going to, like I said, fucking be Drake. But it's gonna come down to the point of, does he really want to do this in work? You know, does he really want to change as a grown ass man? And what is it that he can take from this situation and apply to his life and learn from it going forward? And what can he like teach other artists that may go through something similar? You know, like, I feel like that's some shit that he'll be really good at if he put his mind to, you know, after he gets said help, you know, because he really does need some, because he's not himself right now, and he needs a fucking reality check. Like, he's posting like he's okay, he's really not okay, y'all. Like, I feel like this is the time where we show him some love, but at the same time make sure it's some tough love, because people were telling him to stop. That's why J. Cole has bowed out gracefully. He didn't want shit to do with this. But outside of that, I do see him, you know, still mingling